You know, we always hear about the birds do it, the bees do it, and we most certainly know that we do it. Okay? Well, we are animals, human animals, but we know we do it. How about the animals in the forest? Well, this is how they do it, or maybe how they try to do it. Brer Wolf had a daughter. Now, this girl was fine looking. She had it here, she had it there, she had it everywhere. She was good looking and she knew it too. She was at the age where, you know, young women, oh, girls, they're on the cusp of womanhood and they may not know it, but they have the power to titillate any male within 5 feet. She was no exception. Well, it was getting to be about that time, and as a matter of fact, it was around this time, Valentine's Day, that Brer Wolf decided, well, it is a good time to have suitors come to visit. So he put the word out, you know, you guys can come visit. Brer Fox was the first one to take up the invitation. He did all the correct things. He sent word to Brer Wolf asking permission to come visit. And Brer Wolf didn't mind, you know, he says that young man, he dresses pretty good. Well, Brer Fox showed up in his Sunday best. Ooh, a perfect picture of sartorial elegance. He had flowers for the young lady and a bottle of whiskey for the daddy. Daddy was real. So Brer Wolf is sitting in the living room watching TV and smoking a cigar and drinking that fine whiskey. And Brer Fox and Brer Wolf's daughter out there on the porch just swinging. But it was going pretty good, really fine. And Brer Fox was just about easing over on the couch, ready to put his arm around that girl, when he heard a sound. He looked up and saw a swarm of mosquitoes approaching. Now, these mosquitoes down at Brer Wolf's place were not no itty bitty no-see mosquitoes. These mosquitoes was big as a plane. Sounded like a plane too. These mosquitoes didn't go and annoy the heck out of you. These mosquitoes went zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, they came in, that first mosquito hit Brer Fox and he swatted. And then they just kept coming and coming and he kept a slapping and a swatting. But that disturbed Brer Wolf. He comes out to the porch and he took stock of the situation and he sees Brer Fox slapping all over and he draws himself up and he says, young man, you need to get away from here. Ain't no man who can't handle a few mosquitoes. Ain't no man like that who's good enough for my daughter. But Brer Wolf was polite and he escorted Brer Fox to the gate. The next one to show up was Brer Coon. Well, those mosquitoes start again and Brer Coon with that tail, slap, 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 slap. Ooh. Brer Wolf was out on that porch one more time. Young man, you ain't no man for my daughter if you got to be swinging that tail back and forth. Brer Wolf was so upset, he didn't even escort him to the gate. He just escorted him off the porch. Brer Terrapin, ooh, He polished up his shell before he showed up, and he gave himself a lot of time because he kind of walks pretty slow on those little tortoise feet. He made it up to the porch, and he didn't even have time to stick his head out all the way when the mosquito got him whap. Well, he pulled his head back in and he backed off that porch. As a matter of fact, he tumbled off the porch. He didn't even get a smile from Brer Wolf's daughter. But this is going on. Now, Brer Squirrel, he says, I might be little, but you know what? I got big smarts. Brer Squirrel, he showed up at Brer Wolf's place wearing camouflage battle fatigues. He had a red, white, and blue mosquito smacker, and he had a sign that read, "Skeeters beware." He didn't even make it up to the porch because as he was coming up there, he ran into Brer Wolf standing at the porch, glaring at him. And Brer Wolf is like, "Young man, you think you are coming here to start an insurrection or something? If you think that, you got another thing coming. I am the boss of this house, and I don't tolerate that kind of behavior in my house. You better get out of here before I get you out of here." Oh, the Brer Squirrel, his eyes got big, and he turned around and he skedaddled out of that place. Well, all the animals are taking turns, and something they can handle these mosquitoes, most of them, because Brer Wolf is coming and reading them the riot act. Finally, Brer Rabbit says, "None of these guys are having any luck. I'm going to try my luck." He does all the right things again. He sends word to Brer Wolf that he is going to come visit. Well, when Brer Wolf's daughter heard that Brer Rabbit was coming to visit, ooh, she got excited. Oh, she heard he was kind of good looking. And those floppy ears that he had, she was just imagining, oh, she could run her fingers along those ears. Oh, this girl was really having some really pleasant thoughts. She knew he was coming. That day, she spent the whole day primping and powdering. She fluffed up her fur. She put on bright red lipstick on her little pouty lips. Ooh, she squeezed herself into a pair of jeans about 5 sizes too small. And to top everything off, she put on a bright pink halter top. She was ready. Well, Brer Rabbit is approaching that porch. He took one look at that daughter and he said, "Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. Oh, I have died and gone to heaven." Brer Wolf comes out. He takes one look at his daughter and he says, "There ain't no way I'm going to have her sit by herself with him, with Brer Rabbit, on the porch looking like that." And he dragged out his rocking chair. So Brer Wolf's daughter and Brer Rabbit sitting on that end of the porch on the swing, rocking back and forth. And Brer Wolf over there on the other side in his rocking chair, just keeping an air and an eye open. Well, Brer Rabbit and Brer Wolf's daughter, they're chit-chatting and everything. And all of a sudden again, the mosquitoes start. You can see the swarms. Well, Brer Rabbit, he's getting a little bit nervous here because he's heard all the stories. Now, remember, these mosquitoes are not the little itty bitty here mosquitoes. These mosquitoes are big as planes. Remember, these mosquitoes don't go zzz. These mosquitoes go zoom, zoom, zoom. Well, he looks up and the first mosquito and they're coming in, they're headed to him. He's getting nervous. He's sweating a little bit. But you know, a nervous rabbit is a very creative rabbit. What can he do? What can he do? He's trying to appear a little nonchalant. He looks over at Brer Wolf sitting there and says, "Hey, Mr. Brer Wolf, nice place you got here." Brer Wolf says, "Mm-hmm. It's down here in the swamps, but I like it." Mosquitoes still coming. Brer Rabbit hearing them. Brer Rabbit, Brer Wolf, I was in town today and I see a spotted horse. Brer Wolf goes, mm-hmm. Tell me more. Oh, they're getting closer. They are getting closer. Those mosquitoes are getting closer. Brer Rabbit tries one more time. He said, Brer Wolf, my granddaddy had spots too, you know. And Brer Wolf said, kind of looks at him strange. Do tell me more. Well, about this time, the first mosquito hits and it lands right there next to his ear. And Brer Rabbit said, you know, my granddaddy had lots of spots. He had a spot right here. Whack! Oh, he says, you know, my granddaddy, he had spots. Zoom, zoom, more mosquitoes coming. Zoom, another one land on his neck. He said, my granddaddy, he had spots. He had one on his neck. Whack! Zoom, they keep coming this time. It wasn't one, it was two, and they landed on his shoulder, and he whacked those two on his shoulder, says, my granddaddy has spots there, and he has some on his legs too. Whack, whack. And he was whacking and smacking at those mosquitoes all night. Well, Brer Wolf's daughter, she was so much in love. She thought he was so smart. He was so cute. Look at those floppy ears. And he had a granddaddy who had spots. Okay, this girl, okay, you know. But anyway, Brer Rabbit smacked and whacked, and pretty soon he had smacked the life out of every mosquito in the county. And Brer Wolf, in that rocking chair, he got so tired of hearing about Brer Rabbit and his granddaddy and his spots that he kind of closed his eyes, and the next thing you know, he fell asleep. And Brer Rabbit and Brer Wolf's daughter at that point took a little walk to the back of the house and into the woods. And there is no more to this love story.
How delightful.